Is this clever innovation or just colorful plastic with big promises? The pitch is simple. Ultimate 2C is the budget member of 8BitDo's Ultimate family, and it promises premium feel without premium drama. On paper, the specs are unusually strong for the money. Hall effect joysticks and Hall effect triggers. Extra L4 and R4 bumpers you can remap on the pad. Up to 1000 Hz polling over 2.4G on Windows and wired with long battery life claims. The Bluetooth version targets Switch, and the 2.4G version targets Windows and Android. Design is classic 8BitDo with a comfortable shell and those wear-resistant metal rings around the sticks that should help longevity. Reality check on the company is solid. 8BitDo has FCC filings under its Shenzhen 8BitDo Tech entity and active trademarks under Shenzhen Bestodo Tech, which means a real manufacturer with a paper trail. Their support site lists ongoing firmware updates and ultimate software control. So the promise is affordable performance and real provenance, not a mystery brand. Now the user reality. Customer chatter shows two worlds. On Trustpilot, the score is middling with a tiny sample size, which is not gospel, but the themes are clear. People praise build quality and the feel of the buttons, while the negatives cluster around slow responses on returns and shipping uncertainty. On Reddit, you see a lot of happy owners saying the 2C feels better than it should and that battery life and connection stability are strong. You also see a pattern of nitpicks. The shape is a bit slim for larger hands if you are coming from a chunky Xbox pad. Some users prefer the Ultimate 2 or Pro 3 if they want full software features or a dock. Long-term impressions point to durability that lines up with the Hall parts promise, which is no stick drift drama for most users. The cadence of comments is steady, not a burst, which suggests organic chatter, not AstroTurf. Deep dive on the hardware and feasibility. The 2C wireless spec sheet calls out Hall effect sticks and Hall triggers, which is exactly what you want if stick drift ruined your last controller. The 1000 Hz polling under 2.4G and wired on Windows is a big get for shooters and racers where input latency is king. The Bluetooth 2C for Switch swaps in motion control and wake on shake with Hall sticks plus silicone triggers, which is appropriate for that platform. Extra L4 and R4 bumpers are mapped on device, so you do not need software during gameplay, which is a smart budget tier move. Company background passes the sniff test. The Shenzhen address shown in FCC-related paperwork maps to the Nanhai E-Cool complex in Shekou, which is a very real tech park. The brand shows up in multiple trademark registries dating back years, which is the opposite of a fly-by-night storefront. Warranty and refund language is standard with a 30-day window and the usual conditions like complete packaging and buyer pays shipping on non-defective returns. Value and verdict time. Against mainstream alternatives, the 2C is priced well below flagship pads, yet delivers Hall sensors, extra bumpers, and low-latency wireless, which are exactly the features that push up price elsewhere. What you give up versus 8BitDo's Ultimate 2 or Pro 3 is the charging dock, deeper software bells and whistles, and in some cases, console breadth. If you need Switch plus Windows in one unit, grab the Bluetooth 2C. If you are a Windows-first player after the fastest response, grab the 2.4G 2C. Red flags are manageable, not fatal. Shipping has been weird this year thanks to tariff policy shocks, which caused pauses for some regions and can stretch delivery timelines. Returns require you to keep packaging pristine. Support replies can be slow during product launches. None of that screams scam. It reads like a real hardware company riding policy whiplash and global logistics. Final Call is legit and good. If you want a bargain performer with anti-drift parts and extra controls, the 2C is worth the hype. If you crave docks, multi-platform mastery, and maximum hand comfort, spend up or comparison shop from a reputable retailer.